Tesla have just launched, I believe, the best ever, well, the longest range Model 3 or Model Y that they've ever sold. There's some good news, and there is, of course, some bad news. The good news, you can buy one right away if you live in the United States. The bad news, if you live outside the United States, well, this is not yet an option. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking, a brand new version, it is a new version of the Model 3, is now available on sale currently right now in the United States. It costs $42,500 US, meaning it's a $5,000 discount on the long-range all-wheel drive. And this is the long-range all-wheel drive, just without the front motor. That's the only difference. Same charging speed, same battery pack, same motor in the rear. And honestly, I genuinely, guys, think that this is the best Model 3 you can get. Hands down. Performance is great, but honestly, at this price, for $42,500, considering it also does qualify for EV incentives in the United States, and it has this amount of range, I mean, guys, 363 miles of range. That's huge. In metric terms, that's 584 kilometers. So very similar to Tesla's claims in Europe for the same model. In Europe, it's 600 kilometers. The EPA rating is probably a little more realistic though than Europe's WLTP rating. So I honestly think if you're going to get a Model 3, this is the one to go for. Speaking of price, the price is a bit lower than it sounds. Technically, the price is $42,500, but it does qualify for EV incentives in America, meaning $35,000 after the $7,500 tax credit. Now, you might be thinking I don't qualify for the tax credit, but the rules have been changed for the tax credit qualification. They've been kind of adjusted so that more people qualify. So it's a good chance that, well, most people will actually qualify for this tax incentive for the Model 3 long range. What else do we know about it? Well, we know that it comes with everything that the all-wheel drive model comes with. Same charging speed, 250 kilowatt charging. But Tesla does kind of give us an idea of how fast it'll charge. They say you can recharge the battery for 175 miles of range, so about half the range of the pack, in 15 minutes. Of course, you need the right charger. You need a Tesla supercharger capable of 250 kilowatt fast charging. So anyway, 15 minutes for 175 miles, meaning for most people, even if you're going on a road trip, that's probably what you do. Charge it for 15 minutes, get you 175 miles of range, which I think honestly is a no-brainer. And the other surprising thing, guys, here, I was a little bit shocked by this. The performance of this vehicle is, it's better than what I expected it to be. It'll do 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds. 4.9 seconds, that's 0 to 60 miles an hour. So 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 4.9 seconds. The all-wheel drive version, I mean, it's what? Not even a second faster, a bit less than a second faster with that extra motor. So it doesn't make a whole huge difference. And the other thing is, it's quite a lot faster than the standard range model that comes with lithium iron phosphate batteries. That model has the capability to do 0 to 100 in about 6 seconds. So it's about 1 second faster than the standard range. But the other thing is, and I think more importantly, it's faster charging. The charging speed's faster. And the range, for me, it's a no-brainer because it has 90 miles more range than the standard range version. More power, more range, faster charging, a few other changes as well versus the standard range model. It kind of is a no-brainer to go for the long range in terms of, even if you're paying, in terms of paying the standard range model, how much does that cost? It actually costs $38,990. So not much more, about a $3,500 price difference to get a much faster car, faster charging, 90 miles more range. It's an absolute no-brainer. You'd have to be a little bit crazy, I think, in my opinion, to go for the standard range model. Anyhow, what about sales? Is Tesla going to sell a lot of this model of car? Well, for one, the truth is that people are moving away from sedans. So even though this new Tesla Model 3, it's clearly the best, probably the best EV you can buy in terms of the price, this long range version. I actually think this is probably the best EV you can buy right now in the United States, overall as a package. But, two things. One, a lot of Americans are moving away, like I said, they're buying SUVs or pickup trucks instead of smaller cars or sedans. Another thing, there is still a whole lot of Tesla hate in America and a lot of Elon Musk hate. Those two things are probably tied together. So it might not boost sales as much as we think. I believe what Tesla really needs to boost their sales is the upgraded version, the new version of the Model Y. Now, the new version of the Model Y is going to be really for Tesla, that's going to be the real game changer. That's going to be the real changer to Tesla's sales. There's a lot of people waiting for this new version of the Model Y. I think Tesla need to get that to market as quickly as they can. We know that there's been test mules driving around spotted in America. So Tesla are very far along in terms of production. And it's also the same, pretty much the same car as the Model 3. So I don't think it'll take that long for Tesla. That said, Musk did say the Model Y Juniper is not coming out until next year. He said, stop saying it's coming out this year. He's probably talking to YouTubers. Stop saying it's coming out this year because it's not coming out till next year and you're hurting our sales. Well, guys, I don't believe that's true. I don't think if there's currently the Model Y Juniper driving around now, I don't think it's going to take Tesla 7 months, to get that vehicle to market. I think it's probably going to come in the third or fourth quarter of this year. Now, a lot of people, guys, think that Tesla are paying less for batteries because of the cost declines in batteries. Remember, though, Tesla buys these batteries. The batteries that are going to these Model 3s, they actually come from Panasonic. So Panasonic battery cells are made in the United States. So I don't really see how these big cost declines in batteries in China really would affect American production for Panasonic cells. But that said, Panasonic does have to compete with their rivals from China. And Panasonic is losing market share to CATL or CATL and BYD. Both CATL and BYD are battery suppliers to Tesla. Panasonic's stock price shows that investors have very little confidence in the company. Its price to earnings ratio, it's showing that people don't believe there's any growth coming from Panasonic in the future. Price to earnings is 10. So maybe based on that, Panasonic is trying to bring down prices of its batteries. Maybe it's, selling them cheaply to Tesla, and that would help Tesla because realistically right now, Tesla does not make its margins are very small on American-made vehicles. Maybe this would help Tesla to bring this price down because there is a big price difference. All Tesla's really done here is remove the front motor. That's it. And you got a $5,000 price difference. That's about 8,000 Australian dollars. And it's just a front motor. It wouldn't cost Tesla anywhere near that much to make the front motor. It might cost Tesla, $500. So really, that's a $4,500 discount on the price of the Model Y all-wheel drive or the Model 3 all-wheel drive, which is really what this car is. But in some ways better. I mean, you're getting around 22 miles more range than the Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive. Just for the, sacrifice of that bit of extra power. Is it worth it, guys? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Either way, I think it's a good move for Tesla to bring this vehicle out. It definitely will help spur sales to some degree in the short term. Thanks for watching.